Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. So here we are looking at the rain gauge, and today I got .08 or 8/100ths of an inch, and for the month got 1.42. So we're almost at 1.5 inches just for this month alone. Now, the winds are coming 13 miles an hour out of the southeast, and it's 44 degrees outside, but it feels a lot colder. And I'll take you over to the window and I'll show you what's going on there. Uh, yep, there's rain clouds in the sky. And we had a little earlier, I had a cell come through here that was started off rain, turned to sleet, then turned to hail, then turned back to rain, and then turned back to sleet. So it was kind of weird. And that's it way over there on the horizon that has gone past here already. But as you can see, there's still a cell right above me that's just itching to give me another dose here. So anyway, we're over down here. I want to get this quick update done. All my tomatoes decided that the seeds that didn't pop up before decided they were going to after I reseeded it all. Except for this one. There was tomatoes planted here that never came up. But like I said, it doesn't hurt. You know, it's a few seeds, and we'll see what happens. Those are my Romas, and these are delicious tomatoes, or the salad-sized tomatoes. In here, I planted some fava bean on 320. And then over here, my cabbage and my kale and my broccoli, all coming up just right. One or two of the Ace 55s decided to make their debut here. And then I got a couple of the sweet basil showing up. And then here, not sure what this one is. It could be a lettuce plant. And I'm not sure what that one is. There's supposed to be lettuce in this tray here. But who knows? Over here are my cilantro. I got loads of cilantro coming up, but that's okay because I use that up pretty good. And you remember the large red cherry tomatoes? Well, that was the one that was popped up last time I showed you this, and now I got a total of 5 of them popped up. One of them hasn't popped up yet. Then in here, I decided I've been saving some pits from store-bought fruit. So I planted some white nectarine here. And then here is a black plum. Here is Fuji apple. And here is Bartlett pear. Now, apple, pear, and stone fruit aren't really always true to seeds. So I don't know what's going to come up, but anything that does come up could be used as a rootstock. So I'll let it come up, let it produce fruit for the first time, see what I get out of it. If it's not a good bearing tree or a good fruit tree, then I'll cut it off and graft it with something more palatable. So anyway, let's move around here. The plum tree has got some sprout coming up, but it looks like that's just below the graft. I think this top of this graft actually didn't make it. I think it died. So I might have to regraft this whole tree. And I'm all out of plum scion, so I'll have to find somebody with a plum tree and get another scion. My peach tree here is doing really well. As you can see, there's some new greenery coming out at the ends of the branches. Those 2 scions down there came off of this plum tree, but they came off up here of the upper part of the branch. So they did have a little bit of green in them when I cut them and grafted them, but they may have been on their way out at that point, and it may have been too far. But we'll see. I'll leave them in there for a while and see what comes out of it. All right, so just catching you all up on what's going on here, showing you the weather, whether or not. And every time I come over here and I look at my sprouts that are coming up, I remember a friend of mine named Jack. He used to like growing beans. He grew all kinds of beans. And every time I would show up over at his house, he'd be out in the garden, and he didn't even know I was there, and I could hear him carrying on a conversation. And I said to myself, what the heck? Who's over there with him? And I could see him in the garden, but it was just him. So as I got closer, I noticed that he was right there by the beans, just talking away, and he goes, oh, hi. And I says, hi. And then I realized that Jack and the Beanstalk. Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, my. All right. You can quit saying, oh, my, and move on from there. All right. Well, that's about it. It's a chilly outside, so I'm staying inside. I got a chicken roasting in the oven, and that warms the cabin up nicely. And just put fresh sheets and pillowcases on the bed, so it's going to be a nice night of sleep. And I might have to go meet up with my friend Andy tomorrow. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Don't forget your thumbs ups down there. Don't forget to share and to subscribe. G Bear signing off.